Hi, I'm Hayley Victoria and welcome back to my crime and policing channel. In today's session, we're continuing our journey down the public order offences of the Public Order Act 1986. Now then, today's legislation we're looking at is section 4A, and that's causing intentional harassment, alarm or distress, which is different to section 5, if you remember, which was unintentional harassment, alarm or distress. Now, the differences here are only very marginal, but I'm going to go through them anyway because it's really important that you guys can differentiate between the two. Now then, so section 4A of the Public Order Act, like I mentioned, is intentionally causing harassment, alarm or distress. Now then, that's saying that someone of reasonable firmness would be harassed, alarmed or distressed by what you are doing. Now then, this is a summary fine as well. So section 5 was a summary only offence. This is also tribal summarily, and it does actually have 6 months imprisonment or a fine, whereas section 5 was just a fine. And if it's racially or religiously aggravated, then that will step up to, well, maybe even 2 years in prison and or a fine. Okay, yes, let's just be kind, people, okay? I'm going to read the legislation because that's what I do. And it is, a person's guilty of an offence if, with intent, mens rea, remember that one? To cause a person harassment, alarm or distress, they uses threatening or abusive or insulting words or behaviour. That's actually stayed in the section 4A offence. It was removed from section 5 a while ago. It's my nerding for you. So he uses threatening, abusive or insulting words or behaviour, or disorderly behaviour, or displays any writing, sign or other visible representation which is threatening, abusive or insulting, thereby causing that or another person harassment, alarm or distress. So the features of this one are that the suspect, so in section 5, you just kind of like shouting into the ether, you're just causing some kind of disturbance, right, that's affecting somebody else. Now in section, and you're not intending to cause anybody harassment, alarm or distress. You're just being a bit of a knob, right? And unfortunately, it can land you in a bit of hot water. Not always though. Anyway, so section 4A, you're actually intending for somebody, it doesn't have to be a specific person, you just want people to be offended by your behaviour, harassed, alarmed or distressed by what you are doing. And like I said, it might not be a specific person you're aiming at, but there you go. At least one person who's identifiable must be caused harassment, alarm or distress by the behaviour that's taken place. And the material, if used, cannot be distributed. If you've whacked up a dirty great sign again or a horrific poster in your house which could cause somebody harassment, alarm or distress, and they can see it, do you know what I mean? It's facing, I don't know, the road or something. I'm walking past your house, I look in, I'm like, wow, okay, death to all gingers. I'm alarmed by that. Okay, it is designed, this piece of legislation, to support vulnerable victims in society and help them have that that power there, that they might not have been going, Hayley is a ginger twat, but you've got a poster saying death to all gingers, and it has actually offended me. It might not be specifically saying that about me, but I'm offended. Okay, so a possible defence, again, this is from Blackstone's policing book, is that a suspect could demonstrate they had no reason to believe his or her words, behaviour or conduct inside a dwelling, which is a place of residence, could be seen or heard by a person anywhere outside. So, for example, the poster hanging on the inside wall of a house was difficult to see from the road outside. Or their conduct was reasonable. Again, a person shouted at a group of people who were carrying out an unlawful act outside their home. Yeah, so, I don't know, get the F away from my car, you shitbags. I'm crap at insulting people. Yeah, so that, like I said, that's it. That's section 4A, the Public Order Act, which is slightly different to section 5. We're going up our scale now. There you go. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is only a short video because I'm doing these in little bite-sized chunks. Please let me know if you've got any other recommendations in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for liking the videos, and all of those of you that are subscribing. It means the world to me, so thank you. So yeah, look after yourselves, look after each other, and please don't commit any crimes.